Evening, guys. It's KB5 MIQ Big Boy. Uh, got a little different subject to talk about tonight. I decided to go back over some stuff, some people's questions I've been asked, so I come up with something I'm going to explain to y'all. First off, we hit 997 subs. We're so close to 1,000, and I promise you, we're going to give away an FT4X and the speaker to two people and a couple of my chat koozies. But I want to hit 1,000, and I'm going to wait a week for the next video. That's when I'll open it up, because I don't know if it's Google or YouTube. My subscription has gone up and down the last month. I hit 991 3 times and it drops back. Now all of a sudden I've picked up 6 in the last 4 days, so I'm up to 997. Guys, I really appreciate it. Really do. Shreveport Hamfest, like I said, I met up with a KV5 SIX, Vern 6, and a WD5 HKV Jeff. Both of them had their YLs with them. And they went on to Huntsville. And Jeff sent me some short videos from Huntsville. I'm going to splice on into this. Y'all get an idea of what that one looks like. That looks like a really, really good ham fest. Looks like him and Vern had a real good time out there. So glad they got to go. Guys, go to a ham fest. Go to any kind of sidewalk sale you can go to, especially new guys. And it helps you learn, you meet guys, and you see different types of gear, and help you out in general on everything. Because this whole hobby is a constant learning process. All right, y'all remember we still got some guys we want to keep in prayers for Chris Howell, Vern, and Kent, K1ENT, and his wife Julia. So y'all keep them in your prayers for health and family issues. I've had guys ask me about, pricing of antennas and what's best to put up and all of that. And I've said all along, two things. I keep this channel centered around new guys and guys on a budget, like I've been on a budget my whole life. If you got the money to just throw the credit card down and get whatever, go for it. But you new guys, especially wanting to get on HF, I'm going to give you some prices of what's on my tower, what it would cost to replace it right now. And I'm using MFJ and MTC prices. This is the current prices, and these are the antennas that I have up on. This is not counting my 5B TV vertical. It's not counting my 4-band dipole that's up on another pole. This is what's on my main operating pole that I use more than anything. I've got a 10-meter Moxon 2-element Yagi, an MFJ 1890. That's now $159.95. I've had it up 5 or 6 years. I think I give $89 or $79 for it, and I bought it new. I got a MFJ 17-meter mini dipole, an MFJ 2217. It's $69.95. Now, I'll pick that one up used off Cody. I've got a 3-element homemade 2-meter beam that you can go back through one of my earlier videos and actually see me build it. And I've got the info on the specs for it. We built it. This is one of Jeff's inventions. Built that old TV antenna. But if you had to buy an MFJ 1763 3-element VHF beam, it's $89.95. My rotator is just an RCA light duty TV rotator, MTC, $149.95. My 50-foot push-up pole, I don't know really what they're going for now. They may be a little cheaper than this. I just rounded it off to $250. I bought mine several years ago at MTC for $150, but I know they've gone up, and he doesn't have them in stock. I'm using their price on a 300-foot of RG8X coax, and that's what I've got mine run with. So I've got 3 runs of coax, And right now that stuff's high. It's $100 a roll for 100 foot. So there's $300 worth of coax. I'm saying another $30 worth of rotor cable. That brings that pole and everything on it, if I had to buy it all brand new today, to a total of $1,049.50, which is a little higher than I thought it'd be. But then that's really in the realm of antennas and ham radio compared to bigger antennas, Cushcraft, high gain towers, bigger rotors. That's really not that expensive in the realm of amateur radio. But you can make that even cheaper if you could still find these things. Now, when I got into this in 91, Jeff got into it in the 70s, we never bought push-up poles because they were everywhere. People would give them to you. When we started getting satellite TV, they give them to you to come get them. They're a lot scarcer now. But if you see a push-up pole and somebody get it to you a little cheap or get it for nothing, get it. Same way with the old light-duty TV rotators. This one I got on here is the first brand new one I ever bought. Every other one I've had, I've give $10 to $20 for at swap meets. Again, people getting away from the old big TV antennas. That market's drying up. But if you see them, you see one on the house, stop and see if you can talk somebody out of one. The 3-element beam for 2 meters. You can take that $90 right off the top, find a TV antenna. And I'll be glad to see any of you just picture this diagram with the specs on it. You make an excellent 3-element 2-meter Yagi for little or nothing. I mean, a TV antenna, all you got to do is just cut and space it and build this gamma match the way we've got it shown on there, and it will work great. I hit repeaters now that I never could hit before. And I got mine on top of that 50-foot pole. That's the antenna Jeff and I used on top of Queen Wilhelmina Mountain with 5-watt talkies to talk to Cody back in DeKalb, with him holding his in his hand on 5-watt talkie. They make an excellent antenna. So right there, you could knock a big chunk of the price of that down just if you could find a used pole, a used rotator, and build your own antenna. That's one of the great things about this hobby, is building antennas. I've largely run my whole hobby for years on home-built dipoles and everything else. So it's just a good way to get in here cheaper, and even at that price, if you purchase it all new, I know it's the price of an HF rig, but you'd be covering 3 bands right there. Well, 3 bands right there on one pole. Something to think about. The Hustler 5B TV Vertical Series is another excellent way to go. I just worked a station at Montesana State Park up there at Huntsville, Alabama, a POTA station, on my 5B TV Vertical ground mounted in the backyard. And you can put one of them up way cheaper than you can put up this rotatable setup. The drawback on those, they're not that good for ground wave, but they work excellent on skip. Well, guys, that's about all I can think of tonight to talk about. Ask me questions about antennas. I'll try to answer anybody's question. I'm going to have my email address in the description of the video. Try to from now on, but if you look me up on QRZ, my email address is there. I'll also have a slide on here with the roundtable group with information on our 10-meter group. My email address is on it. There will be some piece together videos of Jeff's trip up to Huntsville and the usual slides following. Guys, I thank you again for y'all's support in this channel. I don't do this for any reason other than to help new hams out and have fun doing it and get a chance to meet and talk to you guys. Old ham radio cat's laid up in there tonight. It's hot and she's asleep right now, so she'll see us being here on the next video. Guys, thanks again. We're going to have that giveaway here pretty quick. This is KB5. I'm going to turn this off and turn it back on again. I forget this every time. Hang on a minute. It's KB5 MIQ, big boy, 73.
Yeah. Good deal.
Yeah, he is. I mean, I see him weekly, and
Thank you.